What's up, people? Quadenev. Finally, this is the very first episode of Quadenev, the podcast. We have been working towards this, and just saying it out loud that we're finally here is it sounds exciting, but also nerve-wracking at the same time. But most importantly, I'm happy that we are here and finally ready to serve you good content. Now, you might ask, why the name Quadenev? So for me, I don't like to use names that are just usual, something that is just obvious that people can just, okay, this is what is going on. So I chose the name Quadenev because I wanted something fun, exciting that says, what's up, what's going on? I wanted something that people can look forward to catch up on what's new, what's going on, what matters, and have conversations that relate to us, especially young people. I'm young, let me just put that out there. So that is Quadenev in a nutshell. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jemima Misamari, but professionally known as The Voice Gemma. Now, for every episode, we'll be having guests, fun guests who are my friends, who are people that will be coming on this podcast as our guests for this weekly diary that we'll be having every Tuesday. So today, being the first, I'm not alone, like I mentioned. I'm here with my very good friend who wears many hats. But I don't want to introduce him because I'll not be able to do justice to the introductions. I have with me Phil, but then he's going to take it over from me. Hi Phil, quite enough.
All right, I'm fine. I'm here today. I'm alive, so thank God.
Okay.
Thank you for being here today.
Okay. So I just introduced you as just Phil, but you are so many other things. You wear so many other hats. So who is Phil for you? If you had to be asked randomly, who is Phil?
Mm, First of all, Phil is like the short form of my name. My name is Philip.
Phil.
I like when they call me Philip though. I don't like Phil, but I'm stuck with the name, so I just have to go with it. But I'll say I I just like art. I just like to do things. So I don't even want to give myself I don't even want to give myself a like I don't want to put myself
Tag. You
under an
don't.
umbrella. You feel me?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I want to have the liberty to do so many
Everything you
things.
want to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
but for now, I'm a poet. I am a creative director of a brand called Japa Zulu. I am also, in short, I don't know what to say, but I'm just, I just have many things that I like to do, and
Yeah.
I just like to find myself doing those things because they are fun to me and
Yeah.
they give me some joy. They give me joy actually. So yeah.
Actually, I think I saw a tweet some days ago where someone was saying, Isari, I don't know if you know
I mean
Isari.
the actress, right?
Yes, somebody was like, Isari has opened a restaurant. This lady is doing so many things.
You see,
So somebody said it's not right for people to dictate what you should be or the
exactly.
path that you should take. If something is exciting to you, take the risk and do it. Not everything has to be about whether you're going to profit at the end of the day. Are you happy doing it?
Exactly.
Is it fun to do that? I think that covers it in a nutshell. And I think when I started out, I wanted to put myself under the category of maybe just a radio presenter or just a TV presenter. But then with time, I noticed that I enjoyed doing other
Other
things.
things.
I enjoyed PR. I enjoyed communications. Sometimes I feel like I
Enjoy
enjoy.
poetry.
I
We'll
enjoy
have
poetry.
we'll have something together. So
So I love. Sometimes I think that I love being behind the camera than in front of the camera.
Just want
That's
to do
very
everything.
funny because yeah, when I'm in front of the camera, I enjoy it also. But I feel like we shouldn't put ourselves
Yeah,
like
you should not.
in one box.
There's this brand called Fear of God.
Okay.
So the creative director Jerry Lorenzo, he was having a talk with like this kind of talk, for example, yeah. And they were asking him what is he? You understand? So he was like, he doesn't have a specific title that he gives himself. He just lets the water flow. You feel me? So as water is going down, he's just going with the vibe that is flowing. So if one day he's a sculptor, one day and one day he sings, one day he does this. Let everybody just go with it.
Yeah.
Yes, because he has the liberty to do it as a human being, and if he's talented to, and a lot of things matter.
And sometimes you don't even need to be talented at it.
Yeah,
just
sure.
do it because
Just
it's
do it.
exciting,
It's
it's
exciting.
fun. And I think there are many more things that now I'm open to trying because I just want to have fun doing it, you know.
Experience is the best way to learn.
Yes, and
If
you
you
just
don't
find
try.
out that you might actually be good at something that you didn't think you were good at.
You're doubting yourself, even what if?
What if, yeah.
Finally try it and you're good at it.
You're good at it, so
Yeah,
you just
it happens.
keep going with it. So yeah, how was your weekend? What did you do? What were you up to this weekend?
First of all, I'm a very boring person though. So
boring.
I'm a very
Define boring.
Boring.
Because I feel like people's definition of
boring
boring differs, and also the certain people have put boring to be something like
Okay.
staying at home. But for me, staying at home is actually fun and exciting for me.
To be honest,
Yeah.
my weekend was actually boring for a regular weekend for any other person.
Okay.
So on the Saturday, I was at home. I woke up in the morning. I didn't have anything to do, so I just played games, and a couple of friends came. We just played games the whole day. Yes, because weekends are weekends. And then on Sunday yesterday, I woke up. I was hungry. In fact, when I woke up the morning, first thing that entered my head was hungry. So I woke up and I just started cooking.
Okay.
And
Feel the chef.
yes. Okay. What we're saying about just going with the flow, right?
Yeah.
I want to be a chef one day. I don't know. I just want to be a chef.
I think I agree with you because I was telling my dad the other day that I'm thinking of going to culinary school.
Why not?
Just for the fun of it, not because I even want the tag or something.
Just try it.
Just for the experience.
So I woke up and I cooked, and then after that, I just arranged a couple of things and I started watching a movie later on.
Okay.
A series later on.
Yeah. I think your weekend, we say, is that slow weekend.
Yeah, it's a slow weekend.
Slow but fun.
First of all, places are hot right now. You feel me? Places are very hot. So if you are going out, you have to be prepared for this, for the sun.
Prepared.
Even in the house, places are still hot. So
yes.
I was like, what's the essence of going
out?
Let me just be home.
Yeah. I think somebody said it's from Wednesday you know how your weekend is going to look like. So I think from Wednesday, that was where like my own took off. And it was slow, though I had to go out to work. Like I said, I enjoy being behind the camera. So I did some creative direction for a video. Then I got back home. Okay, let me just start from Friday. Because Thursday is a boring stuff. I've said what happened Wednesday and Thursday. It was all work. Friday, I couldn't do anything. I just needed to sleep in because I knew that Saturday I had a long day. And Saturday morning, I decided, okay, I need to go to the market, get some things, and most especially Quadenev is starting, so we needed to get some things, do final touches.
Quadenev.
Yes. So I went to the market, but I do not like going to the market. I need to put that out. I do not like the market at all.
Why don't you like it?
I don't know, it just gets on my nerves. Like the noise, people, the crowd.
That's how a market is supposed to be.
Yeah, it's meant to be like that, but I don't like the market.
Market in Cameroon are supposed to, you go to a market, you're not shouting, you're not, people are not saying 1,000 for a mesh, 2,000.
I know the funny thing, the first time I went to this market Mukolo, was it the first or second time? Someone slapped me in the market. That was 2020, was it? Yes, 2020. Out of nowhere,
you just slapped you?
Yes. Because I was trying to find my way and there was a car approaching. Yeah. So there was this woman that had her tomatoes that was spread and I didn't see it. Not like I stepped on it, but the fact that I was covering her business. From nowhere, I just received a slap. So when I turned, I wanted to be aggressive about the whole thing. And I just saw that it's an old woman and my mind just...
People
are mad. People are really mad. So after I left there, I went to Home Solutions. So after I was done there, there were a lot of people again. I'm like, why are you outside on Saturday? Okay, I understand why they are outside on Saturday. Everybody was shopping for Christmas. I mean, it's just 1st December. Yes. Calm down. But then I was able to do what I needed to do, went back home, rested for like an hour, then I started getting ready to go for an event. Just like you said, I enjoy poetry.
Yeah.
So I dressed up for this event. And I was upset because Cameroonians do not respect time. And I think I heard that statement when people talk about, I mean, you're in Cameroon, get used to it. It's African time. I think it's giving people a lot of assurance, of laxity.
It's the assurance, giving them like
The right.
The right, yes.
Yes.
They just have
The
the
audacity.
Exactly, that's the word. The audacity to just pull up anytime and want to pull up.
Yeah, but I wasn't happy at all because I was there for like 2 hours before the event started. And to me, I was even kind of late because I came right on time. But then it was actually cool because I stayed for the first few performances.
Yeah,
I
amazing.
enjoyed it. Well, I was happy like I got out instead of just walking just to get some fresh air and meet people that I haven't met like in a while. So it was fun. I was even actually hoping to meet you, but they didn't show up.
No.
You decided to have a slow weekend.
No, my week was very, very busy, so
Right.
I had to rest. I had to rest in the weekend.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Well, so now you've introduced us a little bit into your world, but there's one particular part of you that is the most, I wouldn't say is the most important, but at the moment, that's the part that people are seeing more, which is the launch of your collection, right? So before we even get to the launch of the collection, I want you to walk us down the memory lane of how you decided you wanted to go into fashion, or decided, okay, you needed to create something that was yours, to bring in your own energy and build a community around it.
I guess I'm not going to go too down the road, but it started like when I was in university, right?
Yeah.
I was asking myself a lot of questions. I'm leaving the university. What am I going to do? What am I going to?
Oh, and by the way, he studied law.
P.S. I studied law. So I asked myself a lot of questions. What am I going to do? Even after I graduated, like for a whole year, I was just asking myself what am I going to do. But I realized that I was actually good at like combining fits or like just dressing well. But still at that point in time, I was still doubting a lot on what I want to do. Yeah. But I started writing a couple of poems and stuff like that. Fast forward to, let me say, a year later, I was with a couple of friends. Like, you know, when you sit with your friends, all the people don't have purpose, but just sitting down. Just
I relate to that a lot.
All the people are just sitting down, everybody just sitting down. People don't have anything to do with person, everybody's just thinking about what I can do, this kind of thing.
Right.
And also that point in time, that overthinking and all that, you are depressed, you don't have money, you are thinking, what will you do? In fact, it was a lot. So majority of the time we just sit and we're just like discussing, trying to know a couple of things, how far. And then we developed this term. During that period in time, there was this song called Japa by Naramali. So the word was actually popular at that time because we're using it a lot amongst us. Yeah, when you speak pidgin a bit, you just say, okay, no, I'll Japa me, that kind of thing. Like, you're not going to be part of that, you feel me? So you have to Japa and go to somewhere, you feel me? Why Japa, where are you going to? So we just, in fact, it was not even a premeditated thing. We were just saying that Japa go Zulu, no, that kind of thing. So when I came and sat down and thought about it, I went and looked for the meaning of Zulu. What does it mean? Is it just a tribe? Is it just a people? I went there and realized that the word Zulu actually means sky. So Zulu people are considered people of the sky because the word itself is translated in I think I'm not making a mistake, but when you translate it to English, it gives you sky. So when you combine Japa and Zulu, so you're running, you're escaping. In fact, you're journeying to the sky, and the sky is boundless. Sky is considered freedom. You look at the sky, it does not have an end. You go to space, it does not have an end. Even though the sky should not be our limit, but the sky is just a representation of freedom.
Yes.
So in all what was going on in my life and the lives of my friends at that period in time, we decided to come up with a brand called Japa Zulu. Not just a brand, a way of living, a lifestyle, community that aims at creating awareness on mental health issues, depression, stress, anxiety through art and fashion. Now, how are we going to do this? We feel like, in fact, I don't even know if that's how we feel, but we believe that the best way to express yourself as an artist, or maybe the best way to express yourself is through art. And if you take your time and do something for yourself, not really something for yourself, do something like you draw something and you actually realize
Just
it, something,
yourself.
express yourself. It's a whole relief to you. You understand? We feel like expressing yourself through art is the medicine to depression and mental health issues. Check it. You ask a lot of artists, ask photographers, ask people when that final result of your work, like, okay, we're on this podcast right now. When we finish and we're going to watch this video later on, that final result, you feel me? That's the accomplishment. That's enough to make you to be happy for a whole lot of time. You feel me? Yeah. So that's how we look at it. So we use art, incorporate it with fashion, and create awareness on mental health issues, create awareness on things that actually how can I say, things that actually matter to you individually. You understand?
Yeah.
So for example, let me say we have last year we organized an event, an R&B chill event. The aim of that event was that people should leave their phones. You feel me? People are indoors, especially artists who are always indoors, just working on stuff. Even if they're going out, they're going to work on stuff. Always to our phones and stuff. So I wanted to organize something where you leave your phone, you feel me? You are not online. You come there and we encourage interaction. Just interact. Yes, real life interaction. For a whole time on the phone.
People don't even know how to talk to people
On the phone, our currency is connectivity. Our currency is internet. Like we don't even need. But what about physical interaction? So it was R&B themed event. We listened to songs 2010, 2008, 1990. Feel me? It was nostalgic, and I actually saw people that don't know themselves like discussing. Everybody was on some discussion. I would even try to enter some discussion. They would drive me. I say, hey, I might not organize this thing. So it's that kind of thing. So that's just an example of how we try to put that concept into our whole branding.
Yeah. I think it's very beautiful in a sense, because most times when people want to go into fashion, it's about, okay, I want something that is trendy. I just want to have a brand that says, oh, it's mine.
Yeah.
But then being able to come from a place where it's relatable, coming from mental health issues, to wanting to create awareness, to creating a community where people can be able to have that support system, where people know that they are not alone. I think it's so beautiful. And one of the collections, I don't know if it's a collection that you guys made, Wabi Sabi.
Yes, Wabi Sabi collection.
The
finding
beauty in imperfection. I think I loved that so much, because especially in the day we are in, young people are mostly looking at the imperfections in the imperfections. So nobody wants to know whether one thing is working in their life or how they can move further. It's just, I can't do this, so there's no hope again. The government has decided this, so there's no hope. So it's always revolving around not wanting to find. But then finding beauty in imperfection on its own as a person, I think it helps with gratitude, and also so that you don't run mad.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm talking from a place of relatability.
Yes.
This year there were so many times I would have run mad with everything that was going on.
Because on the street, I was still crying.
So there were some things that were going on, but then I was looking at what was wrong. The whole time I was looking at what was wrong, instead of okay, since this isn't working, what else can you do? Or
Yeah.
in the moment while you are waiting,
What
what
can you
else
do
can you
while
do?
planning for that?
Yes, what fun thing can you
Yeah.
do? I mean, when the whole thing episode started, I think I started painting.
You
Like I
see,
started painting,
realize
and people asked me, I didn't know you painted. I was like, okay, I also didn't
you
know.
were expressing,
Yeah.
you were simply turning other chaos within, right? That
Yes.
everything that juxtaposition of ideas and stuff,
Yeah.
you're simply transmitting them to, you're expressing yourself. There's no depend. It doesn't matter if you just painted a cross.
Yeah.
If it made you to, if it kept you at ease, after it's fine. It's fine. It's if you want to maybe commercialize it, that we'll start analyzing all those painting things. But if you're happy, then it's
Yeah,
fine.
that's
That's the whole that was the whole idea about the Wabi Sabi collection. The Wabi Sabi collection, it was, or it is, because let me not say was as if it is, like you said, the whole concept of Wabi Sabi. Wabi Sabi is a Japanese philosophy that bases on accepting life the way it is and finding beauty in nature's aesthetic. Nature's aesthetic, like you just go to the forest, you see one tree that has been you just find it beautiful. Nature itself did not make any mistake. The sunset, the sunrise. Sometimes you go for a shoot and people are waiting for golden hour to shoot. You feel me? They wait for the sun to set so that the shoot is going to be perfect. You understand? That's how nature itself has given us, has told us that me, I'm beautiful. I don't know why people are stressing. People should use me. So everything everything about this collection was, it was for me personally, because the whole year I just found myself, I was studying, I was trying to understand a lot of things about myself personally, because it always starts with you.
Yes.
It starts with you before coming out with this idea of this podcast and all this. It started with you.
Yeah.
You had to be in a place in your life for you to come out with this idea. So I was trying to understand myself, understand what I can do, what I cannot do, what I have to learn, what I have to get inspired by, the things that actually. So all of those things mattered, and the collection was unplanned. I'm not going to lie to you. Majority of the things, especially the pieces that were unplanned, because I traveled to Douala, I met somebody there. I traveled to Boya. I worked with my elder sister. My elder sister is a fashion designer. I worked with her for like a whole month. I was just there in Boya working. I was learning. Made some pieces there. She also taught me a lot, because I think she has been doing this for like 20 years now. So came back to Yaoundé, worked with some other people, and I just saw everything coming into place.
Coming together.
Yeah, I just saw everything coming into place. I was excited about it because I was overthinking about it rather than just putting in the work.
Just go ahead.
Just go ahead, you feel me? Nike said just do it. So I was overthinking about it, and the moment I stopped overthinking about it and actually tried to do something about it, things started falling into place. I had to drop a collection like in October, but I was having a couple of questions. I was doubting about how to put it out there, what to do, what not to do. I postponed it to November. Thank God, November everything worked well, and really out there. Thanks to I have an amazing team. I have amazing photographer, amazing models, my friends, in short, the whole Japa Zulu team, amazing people. So thanks to them, all their efforts too, we were able to do this, and everything's out. We're live on the website. What I'm wearing now is
from Japa
this one is unreleased. It was just the pants from Japa Zulu.
I wanted to tell you something when you entered, but I forgot, and I think this is the perfect moment to tell you. On Saturday, I met someone. I'm not going to call the person's name. I met someone, and the person said, "I didn't realize that you work with Phil." I was like, "Oh, yes, I do." And the person said, I ordered something from him, and I was surprised at the quality. It is so good. And I was just having that proud friend moment. So I was like, yeah, that's my guy. I know he did a very good job.
Exactly.
And one thing I love about you is how you, when you want to do something, you take your time to learn how to do it. Look at, I wanted to do something fashion. You went to someone who was good at that, and you decided to put yourself to work. And I think that is something that most people are not willing to do. at this particular time, or especially young people. I'm talking about young people because I wanted this podcast to be very relatable, most especially to
So,
young
yeah.
people, including myself, as a case study. And there was something I was reading, I think it's a newsletter I got, and this person was talking about nobody is coming to save you.
Of course.
You have to do the work yourself. You have to push yourself. You have to put yourself out there. But most times we are all relaxed. We're waiting for an angel to show up.
The last time we met, we were talking about this thing, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
So everybody's waiting for somebody to just show up from nowhere and be like, oh, I have a contract for you with this amount. So you can do whatever you want. Open check. Nobody's willing to do the work.
Do you know the amount of creatives that are only in Cameroon? Do you know the amount of creatives that are in the world? Everybody's waiting for somebody that will come and tell them that okay, or do this.
I'm going to sponsor your exhibition for the year, your
The
collection.
best time as a creative is when you are struggling when you're managing things. You understand? When in fact what's at making use of the things around you to have to make something. You can take this. But one day there's a brand called Cortez. The creative director was saying that before he actually got to this level, he feels like the art and all the videos and everything that he was making that time was better than what he's better compared to what he's doing now. That because he has many resources now. The resources are too much. Like he can do anything that he wants to do on a particular thing. It gives when you have too many options, you get confused. But when you have limited options, sometimes you try to work with what you have
and give it your best.
So majority of the time, we just have to struggle and jam up it. How no matter how it comes out, just struggle to do what you can do. Just make you work. Make you work till when you feel like okay, I can actually change or maybe upgrade this thing. But like I said, it always starts with you.
Yeah.
The basics, right? The basics. That's why I travel. When I met people, I was doing research. I'll spend my time even looking at people's paintings. I'm not really a painter, but I look at people painting, look at their painting techniques for reasons I don't know. But
something's going to come in handy.
I started trying to study different symbols, writing symbols. I was just like trying to expand what I know and get inspired by the latest thing.
Yeah.
Yes. And those fundamental basics of fashion, the basics of photography, the basics of all that. I'm not saying that I'm perfect in what I do,
but it's good to have an idea about everything.
I'm trying to like have an idea on everything that goes on around me, so I can play a little role in
bringing your vision to life.
Bringing the vision to life. I should not just tell people that okay, do this. Let me be able to understand what that man is doing too.
What it takes to get to what you want.
So how do you take this picture, bro? Is this okay? So I'm the photographer I'm working with. He knows me now. When he takes a picture, I must come and see. I must come and see. But it's not like I don't trust him. I trust him, but I just feel like I should also have. I like to have a point of view of everything that I'm doing.
Yeah, it's important.
And I think that's what it takes to be a creative director. Gathering the whole, arranging the whole set, trying to make sure everything goes well through your own perspective.
And I think another thing you enjoy doing, or I love seeing with you, is your collaboration spirit. And today it's mostly about collaboration over competition, because the more we try to compete, and the competition is not even a healthy competition, it's very unhealthy with what I'm seeing out here. But then with collaboration, okay, Phil has a collection coming out. I decide, okay, he's going to collaborate with me on maybe, let's say, writing the script, for example. He's going to collaborate with Ja, for example, with the pictures, like several people. And through that collection, you put it out and they ask, oh, who wrote the script for this? Who took the picture? All of us, it's a win-win at the same time. But most times people want to make it a one-man show. I want to be the star of the show. I want people to say it's my name that is over the board, editor, cinematographer, everything. And
on this collection that we dropped a short film I'm very hyped about that film. Anybody, please watch it a million times. It's not really long, but it's just a short fashion film for our t-shirt campaign. We went out for that. There was a videographer, photographer. Everybody had a role there. We made a whole track. You feel me? A whole soundtrack for that film. I met Peacots, award-winning. In fact, he has many
Producer.
award-winning producer, artists. Yeah, I met him and I explained to him the concept, everything, bro. What do you feel about this? He told me that he's down. The same day that I explained the concept to him, he told me that he's down. He told me that he's really feeling inspired. I said, bro, calm down. This variation is coming just in 2 hours time. Like. He told me that no problem. He understood everything and like, bro, do what you want to do. Anyhow that you feel like you want to do it now, do it. He did it, played his own role. In fact, it was not even possible to have the final result without collaborating with different people. You feel me? And I like to work with different people because I like to learn. When I see something, I've already caught it. Something I've already caught it. So, and I feel like I'm also inspiring the other person.
Yeah.
But it's never a competition. It's always going to be us learning from each other. You feel me? Yes.
What's new that I can learn from this person, because
Yeah.
every day you learn from people. It can be just a statement that someone
Someone
says.
is,
It can be a word, it can be a quote.
yeah.
So all of those things, I think they build us up. And sometimes I think at the event I was at on Saturday, the person said, you might have told someone a quote today or a joke today. In 5 years ago, he's currently telling somebody that.
Yes.
You have no idea how much impact
telling you.
that you have with what you say. And that's why I think I am particular about what I want to represent, right? The Voice Gemma brand or Quadenev. I want to be able to amplify people's stories, because so many times some of the things that have kept me going is listening to people's stories. Because now someone might watch and be like, okay, I've been saying that I want to start working, but I do not have this.
Yeah.
But I've heard from Phil.
Yeah.
Phil has said, just start with what you have. And I think it is very important for us to be able to share our stories, because you help other people to be able to find their own voices.
Exactly.
Or like this quote says, I can't remember it exactly, but it says, when you shine your light, you give other people permission to be able to shine their light. And I think that's why it's important for more people to be able to share their journey and also be willing to learn. That's the thing, because nobody knows it all. Nobody is omniscience.
Everybody has like a small role that they play in all this.
Yeah.
If you cannot play all the roles. You cannot do everything. You're not Jesus Christ. You can only do what you can do. You feel me? When you do this, you meet the other person. Okay, you continue with the other person, the other person. You do this. If you want to do it, your ideas will be limited.
Yeah.
I don't even know how creative you are.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing like when we're working on the trailer for Quadenev. I think I needed to deal with you and with Ja, because if I had done it alone, yes, I had the ideas, I had the concept, but it was also important to be able to share.
Yeah.
There are certain things that were in my head, but it couldn't have been realized. We had to look for another alternative. At that moment, I'm somebody that I cannot think when I'm when I'm under a lot of pressure. So it was good to be able to have people around that can calm you down and can also, help with ideas. And I think that's why it's important.
I told you that this is your idea. Explain it to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're at that place. It was not our plan.
Yes.
But we had to make use of
what we had at the moment.
Yes, exactly. So you just had to understand that this is something else.
It cannot work.
What we plan cannot work. You have to start looking for a plan B.
Yeah.
At that moment in time. So I'm happy. Everything turned out well now.
Yes.
I
mean, we are here.
We are here now, so it means that everything went well.
Yeah. What would you say is the biggest lesson you've learned this year so far? Or would you say the best lesson you've learned this year?
I would say it's good. The biggest lesson I've learned this year is to appreciate their growth. Sometimes it's slow. Sometimes it's very slow. Sometimes it's like you're not growing. It's like you're in one position. But every single day that passes, that passes by, every single day that passes by, if you keep doing what you love, if you keep doing what you love, you are going to grow. So I was actually minimizing the fact that compared to some years back when I started this thing, I'm not trying to say that I'm good at what I'm doing, but things have changed. As I've seen the way this picture I took some years back, this one I've taken out is a different thing, because I've grown. I've met people have told me things, but have inspired me, you understand. But I was minimizing that till the day I realized I actually learned this lesson was my birthday. My birthday was on 24th, and I was performing at I had a performance on Saturday. Yeah. And I wrote a poem. In short, the theme of the whole event was new beginnings. And I asked myself that this is just my birthday, it's not new beginning. I'm just telling you, man, I'm not somebody really big on birthdays. So, but why would they tell me to write about new beginnings? The same time I'm thinking about dropping a collection. The same time I'm thinking about performing my actual performance. I'm also planning. Everything was just new to me at that point in time. So I was like, how many days ago will I ever perform poetry on stage and people pay to come out watch? This is actually happening. I was like, it means that I wrote a poem. I wrote 2 poems. I wrote the first one, beginning and the end. It's actually out on Spotify right now, under the name Feel the Local Writer. And then I wrote a new product. That was actually a personal thing to me, because I was actually acknowledging the fact that I'm a new person. I've grown physically, spiritually, mentally, artistically. Yeah, I've grown. I had to acknowledge it, and that's when I had that realization. Okay, this growth like that is not something to play with. I'm actually growing. That place that I was seeing far ahead, like that, I'm almost reaching there. It's just that it's slow, but let me just be happy with the minimal steps I'm taking now.
Yeah. You just reminded me of something. People were asking me, why start the podcast in December? It's the end of the year, just wait to January.
Why?
And at first I was also thinking, let me wait to January, it's a new year, how they say new year, new me. But at the same time, I remember, because I was thinking, okay, by January I'll have everything I need. Everything, like this set is going to be exactly how I have it in my mind, because I'm somebody that I'm so particular about a lot of things. But then the producer kept telling me that you have to just start. Because if you are waiting for perfection, you're never going to start. You just start and just keep going. I was like, okay, if I decide December is my new year, so what?
A new year can be in the middle of the year.
Yeah, just go ahead with whatever you want, because just like somebody makes a joke that no be calendar go tell me what you go do.
Yes, anytime you want to do a thing, do.
Anytime you want to do, just go ahead with it.
Sometimes we're out here strategizing. This time people are listening, people are doing this, people are doing this. Strategize. You don't do your thing. Why? Those people will always be there. That thing they are doing. If they are your audience, their audience. You feel me? If you don't put it out there, keep procrastinating. I remember this. Our principal told us in boarding school: procrastination is the theft of time. I don't know. That statement has never left my head from that time. This is the highest time I learned that statement has really come into my forehead. The more you are hoping that, okay, I want the set to be perfect, or it to be perfect, you are procrastinating. If you don't start now, how will you know that, okay, I need better things for this set?
Yes, you need to start to be able to know what you can improve. Yes.
Check. You're just going. Just start. It's difficult sometimes, but you do
you just have to continue. Even if you're going through a lot, whether you're sitting in a lot, just keep crawling. Because sometimes we feel that we feel like we need to be in control of our lives.
Yeah, exactly.
How our lives have to go to. At the beginning of this year, that's how I felt. I felt like I was in charge of my life. Like, okay, I'm filming my biggest project.
Yeah.
Everything was set. I already knew how my year was going to go. So my year just sat down and decided, when you are done, sit down,
just humble.
Calm down. Like, when I mean I was humbled, every single thing that I didn't see coming this year happened. Even my greatest fears, they happened. So at that point, I knew that I needed to calm down. I know that whatever happens is going to happen. Life will life, but you just have to keep on going.
Because you don't have a choice. That's what I'm saying.
You want to go choice.
You want to start back. It's easy to give up, but to start back, it's not even chips.
Every time whenever people tell me you want to give up, I'll tell them no, I'm on my way to my father's house. They'll always say go hard or go home.
Yes, go hard or go home.
That you're going hard or you're going home. But then I'm really happy we had this conversation, because this year has been, from the conversations I've had with people, this year has been a lot for different people. And it's mostly about whether people should give up, whether they should start with what they have. It's a whole lot, but I'm happy we're able to have this conversation, and also from a place of relatability, and also a personal place. We're able to share our own experience because we saw it live, so it's not like we're formulating the story. And it's going to be hard, to be honest. Some days are harder, some days are you don't understand what's going on, but the most important thing is keep showing up, and I keep telling people that there is something inside each of us that the world needs to hear, so we need to keep showing up if we really want to share that thing with the world. And not everybody is going to have the same timeline as other people.
Exactly.
You see, okay, I started this with Phil. How come Phil is ahead? I'm still behind.
All that does not matter.
It doesn't matter. So you just have to keep showing up. Phil, I'm having an exciting time as my first guest, or having you as my first guest. It's fun. But I love having surprises up my sleeves. So as you can see on the table.
Okay.
As you can see on the table, we have a secret bag. So you're going you're going to pick something. You're going to do whatever it says.
No, Gemma, don't do that.
Just open it. Just open it.
If it's some weird shit, I'm not doing it.
I don't do weird. I don't do weird. Okay. Keep the bag.
I'm choosing anyone, right?
No, we all see.
Gemma.
What does it say?
Ask the host any question. God always knows what.
No, this is not fair.
God always knows what I want.
Okay.
This will happen the last time.
Yeah.
I took your whole. Anyways, let me see what question can I ask Gemma.
No weird questions, because I'll leave this set for you. Okay, so I'm on the hot seats. Okay.
Just one question.
Yes, just one.
Okay. Do you miss Nigeria?
That question has killing. I miss my family.
Yeah.
I miss my family, yes.
But you don't miss the place?
Not exactly. There are places I miss. But at this point in time, we are going hard. We are not going home. So at this point in time, I've just not like I've put it aside, but I've kind of bottled up how I feel at the moment, because just work. So for me, that's where I'm at. Yes.
Okay. So when next you're going to Nigeria, you go to Nigeria, let me and see.
When next I'm going, I want to go and show my parents. I want to go and show somebody to my parents, please.
Okay.
That's by the way. That's by the way.
Yeah, it means I have to be there.
Okay.
I'll be one of the kings, man.
Sorry. Okay, you can pick another one. This is the last one, yes.
Okay. This one, let me see. What is one reflection quote you live by?
Okay.
Let me see. What is one reflection quote I live by? I think I've said some here. I said procrastination is the theft of time. There's also this quote. But I think that's one quote that I live by, because I try as much not to procrastinate. Like if I sit down here and then something tells me go to the route and buy it, I just get up and go. Because the moment I sit and think about it twice, I might not do it. I might not do it. Yeah. That's with one. And the other, I don't know, if not the quote, it's a philosophy actually, the Wabi Sabi philosophy. I try my best as possible to accept things the way they are. Because the whole Wabi Sabi concept is made up of acceptance, simplicity, being natural. So I live my life, I accept things the way they are. Because you don't have a choice actually. If something happens, you don't have a choice to not accept it. So you have to accept things the way they are. I try my best to be a simple, humble person. I try my best to be natural, to just be myself and not try to impersonate my real personality.
Right,
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah, that's just me. That's just me. And I try to make sure that whatever I write, I try to inspire people, even to this. Just encourage people that just do that thing.
Inspire to perspire to aspire.
Only rhyme scheme. Calm down. Calm down. Yeah, something like that. So
Okay. It's been really fun having you on Quadenev. You've let us know what's up with you.
Question.
Okay, you want to take another?
Yes.
Okay.
This one.
Why do you enjoy it so much? I would have made it harder so that you would enjoy picking it up.
No. Why did I keep it?
Okay.
Translate this. You deserve the world to French.
Yes, you deserve the world. It's quite enough.
I need to actually put my hand in the back and pick problems.
So that's your final question. This is quite enough. There's French, so we can speak a little bit of French.
Deserve the world.
You deserve the world. And our audience are going to judge in the comment section whether you translated well. Okay, you have 10 seconds.
Deserve the world.
I think I know it.
Do you even know you actually
I know it.
You don't know it.
I do.
You deserve the world.
You forgot I did bilingual studies.
You deserve the world.
Should I tell you?
Tu as besoin. No. Tu as besoin de la terre. No.
If I tell you, what do I get in return? I need a gift. It needs to be worth it.
If you tell me I can come here every week.
No, I don't want to see you every week.
Are you sure?
I'm seeing you too much.
No. That's a giveaway. Every week you just call me, I'll come here.
No, I already have guests for every week.
We'll be the host, then we'll bring another chair.
No.
We'll bring another chair, we'll interview that person.
Don't worry, we are going to continue the argument about the gift.
Just try to so that people will laugh at me, please.
You deserve the world.
Yes.
Tu mérites l'amour.
It's true. Tu mérites.
I
was looking for the word. I was. Anyways.
Well, we're going to discuss my gift after the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you guys if he gave it or not so that you can drag it properly. So, guys, we've had a fun time with you. So, where can people find you? Where can people catch up with you and know Quadenev?
You can follow me on Instagram. Feed Your Curiosity on Instagram. Our brand Japa Zulu, the community, you can follow our community and you can follow Japa Zulu Studios where we're releasing a lot of music next year. Okay. Yes.
I think it falls great because I want to start my music career next year.
Okay. Go on. You're speaking to the right person. Yes. You can follow Japa Zulu Studios where we'll be releasing music videos next year. Japa Zulu, you see merch, our community page, follow and understand what's going on with our community. You can follow Feel the Local Writer too. He's a writer, he's a poet, he's not here today. I'm speaking to Feel Your Curiosity. And you can also check out Beginning and the End spoken word poem on Spotify, all platforms, not only Spotify, all platforms. I think that's how you can get to me. Feed Your Curiosity, all platforms. The name is not changed.
Alright. So it has been great to have you. Did you have fun? Was it fun? Was it exciting?
On 10, let me say 8.5.
8.5.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because of
yeah.
that translation question that you gave me.
No,
now.
I told you to pick two. You
That's
picked the
translation
third
question.
one.
You play with my intelligence. You know that
No.
I'll take it again.
No, there were more questions, but you know. But anyway, it has been great to have you with us on the first episode of Quadenev. I had fun and I learned, just like we need to learn every day
Every
from
time,
people.
exactly.
I had so much fun, and I think people who are going to watch this, especially young people, are going to be able to pick a thing or two from this episode. And you know what it is, people? Every Tuesday, you're going to be getting a new episode of Quadenev. A lot of people have been asking me, why will I pick something that is not my first language? Well, I'm still going to do it anyway. Quadenev. So you can tell us in the comments what is up with you, because like I said, this is a community. It's going to be like a weekly diary. So you tell us what is up with you, and you might just be featured on our podcast.
One last thing. Can you say Quadenev in your native dialect? In your native tongue?
You're not the host. Thank you very much.
In the comments, push that to say it next time.
Well, before we go, always remember that there is something inside of you that the world needs to hear. So you shine your light so that you can give others the permission to shine their light. I remain your host. Catch you on the next episode. My name is The Voice Gemma. Do have a beautiful week.